Thank you, Wakili. Tomorrow we are meeting at Karen Town at 10 a.m. Manze, tufika mapema to emerge to the office. Okay, next alikuwa nani? Who is this? Sir William. Yeah. Sir William and then Brian Kisa anaweza ongea after Sir William ameongea. Sir William. Okay, Brian Kisa, you can speak as we wait for Nani to unmute his mic.
No, I just wanted to concur with sentiments by Musun about you see, even advocates are already supporting you guys to make confirm attendance. I also needed to ask where the venue wa kupatana ni wapi, but you've just stated it right now about mesema Karen Town sanne.
Yes. At 10.
Yes, I just wanted to concur with her sentiments and what she's saying about it's so unfortunate when you go to school with your colleagues, mmeenda LLB together, and then you finish, and then one of your colleagues is left behind just because of a single unit. Now, one thing that has never made sense up to date, and that is a thing what Musunik has also pointed it out nicely. Those marks ni kama huwa zinabadilika by day and night. Unaambiwa these are the marks, letters zinabadilishwa, unapatiwa that these are the actual marks. So it never makes sense, and that's one thing that as part of the demands that we are demanding from CLE, I believe that's one thing that should be a point of that should be a pain point for them. I also wanted to add, someone mentioned about class action, which is something that can be considered as a next step after the what do we call it, after the mass action that we intend to do about matching. What can come after next is a team can just combine themselves and do a class action suit against CL. You have all the support of councils to assist even with drafting and filing, so you don't need to worry about that aspect. But that's a good option of going forward in terms of making sure that some of these demands, those that cannot be achieved through the mass action of matching, they can also be achieved through the legal process of going to court. That's what I just wanted to add.
Thank you, man. Sir William. Kesho manze tunatokea hata nikiwa mmoja, but niko sure Brian Kisa anakuja, Musunik pia ameconfirm attendance. Make sure tomorrow at 10 tukupatana hapo Karen Town, and then we proceed to the offices. Who was speaking next? Sir William, you can speak. Odinga someone. Odinga. Kuna mtu ananisikia kweli? Yes.
Well, I'm Odinga Mandela. I would like to throw in my support for you guys because I know how it feels. It seems we are far more away from realizing what we want. Always put it. People, you see your classmates. It is the same predicament that most of us have, especially those who have been in private universities. So guys, we are supporting you. Tomorrow tunatokea, and we are asking for those people are milking you financially, and that one should not be allowed. So tomorrow tokea, demand for your rights. Usitishiwe na mtu yoyote. Go ahead and demand for your rights. Thank you.
We appreciate your support, bro. Martha alafu Atieno Ogola.
Yes, good afternoon, guys. I've really waited for people to come together like this. I suffered in that CLE. I was in KSL in 2012 for the first time, not the first time. I did my exams the next year, and then I had a missing mark. During that period, we were moved. CLE was formed, I think, around 2014 there, and then we were moved to CLE. From there, it was chaos. I gave up. I could go. I see the missing mark. It was not my fault. I did not fail. I had a missing mark. When they were transitioning to CLE, they lost my mark. And it was only one paper. Nilifuatilia, there is a current judge who was the director of academics then. I remember he told me to my face that there is nothing I can do to you. Go back to KSL. And I left. I didn't go back to CLE for almost 5 years. And in 2020, I went back and I went and inquired again. Because now it was just something that was just hanging. You have all these other qualifications, but every time you ask for a job, you're told, oh, you've not finished KSL, you've not been admitted to the bar, you are qualified, but I wish you had been admitted to the bar. You turn around here, you are looking for a job, I wish you had been admitted to the bar. So I told myself, I'm going back to CLE to ask whether I can receipt this paper. We applied. We even went to court in 2019, 2018. Our case went from the High Court because we were doing a judicial review. We went up to the Court of Appeal and it was dismissed. It was dismissed for reasons I don't know how. The CLE was fighting us so much. And I just want this one paper. I only want to receipt one paper. Why you are fighting a young person in this country for wanting to pass and get admitted and earn a living? Some of my friends currently who I was with in 2012, some of them are even, a whole CLE is putting together a legal team to go and fight children over one exam that I want to receipt. The unfairness that I felt, and I still am sorry. And then in 2020, I went back to KSL, CLE, and I was told, go back to CLE, KSL, and register afresh. And I registered afresh. I started from zero. It was like I have my current, the one I was admitted with is an admission number for 2020. And I was there in 2012. I repeated because of a paper that was, my marks that were lost. And I kept repeating that paper and they give you the same mark every time, 47, 48. Unafika 49 wanakurudisha nyuma. Toka 5 years inaisha. Una give up, unakasirika. Because these things are very frustrating. These people don't know the cost of all these things. And there is a lot of gatekeeping. I'm not ashamed to say this because me, I've suffered. Whoever is sitting there, people, CLE was formed and people who are in charge of KSL wakasonga wakakuja wakacontrol CLE because this exam is what has money. These people are using these CLE exams, these bar exams to make money and to ensure that they are not allowing young people to come up and get into practice and earn a living. Tunakaa tu hapa tukiulizwa unaambiwa nyumbani wewe ni wakili lakini wewe ni wakili half. Wewe ni wakili half baked because you will not be admitted. But it feels like there is just justice that is not enough. Tomorrow mimi niko na nyinyi hapo Karen. I stay in my office. I opened an office in Ngong this week. And I'm coming to demonstrate with you. Every business is closed tomorrow. Mimi nakuja kudemonstrate because CLE ilitupitisha vitu mingi sana. It is just no, it feels like my human rights were violated by being in CLE. Thank you.
Asante manzie Martha. Atieno Gora afu nimeona mwalimu Jackton ameingia space. So after Atieno, Jackton ataongea.
I hope you can hear me well.
Yes, we can.
Rights, because for our own rights, unity. I know there's exams. Okay, so what I'm also advised here, we look at the way forward. But it's a systemic way. They've also done their part to assist in the drafting. We took CLE to court in missions and successfully yours.
Asante sana manzi. Mwalimu Jackson.
And I'm so heartbroken. Looking at what CLE is doing. I have around, I think they're close to, as early this morning, the last time I confirmed, is that 99% of people that sat the exams had failed. And the bad thing, because it was a receipt, everybody that sat the receipt failed because of whatever CLE did. So I tried reaching out to some of my contacts that I have there. And then the first excuse they're having is that they uploaded the wrong results. They uploaded the wrong results. And it's very, very crazy. I don't know. Now, as of this time, they've changed the results again and they've uploaded another result. Now, I've written to the president, and the first thing I've told her is that the board must recall the results and that we are not going to accept that result as it is. I've told her to call this result, even as people that we are finally coming together. The CEO holding a lot of government positions. It is just very crazy that she just came in the other day, which she was not supposed to be at CLE. She's been having problems with KRA from day one. And today she's the CEO of CLE, and she's leaving, if not this week or next week, with a very dysfunctional council. And it is also very funny that all the council members are sitting pretty and enjoying the money that is coming from the state office, and also students that have been receiving the exams year in and year out. So we need to call these people out. We need to start from Odote himself. We need to even tag Wanjala. Smoking Wanjala is a board member. Is I think he's on Twitter. Nyakundi George. These are members that are sitting in the council. We have Alosa, Giteria herself. So we need to call out these people. We are not going to sit. I think one of the first irreducible minimum that we are not going below is that the entire result must be recalled. There is no way around that. They have to recall the results. We are not accepting any jokes with these people now, because they have been playing the same thing. 5 months ago, actually not 5 months ago, but 2 months ago, people were already seeing their results. The CLE system is so porous that you can even see your results. You log in your details and you are able to tell. You are able to tell which specific unit you failed. It's not making sense. It's not nice, guys. The entire integrity of these results have been compromised. We've had stories. We've had instances where these results have been leaked before, and they have been leaked worse than when this lady was in office for a very few times. And yes, when called upon, we can be able to swear an affidavit to that extent. So we are saying very clearly, and I saw Umwanza here, the JC male representative, and I'm seeing some of them are also here, appearing with parody accounts. They need to reveal their faces. There's no way we are taking the results. So the first thing we've said, and I've already communicated this also, that the board must sit and the board an audit of the entire marking. We need an audit of the entire marking system, and then we need the mark sheets and the booklets. Everybody needs to be given the reason why, because the Constitution allows us to get information. Article 35 is very clear on access to information. We need to get access to these mark sheets, and they need to tell us on what basis is somebody getting 35 for sitting 3 things. Like somebody said in this result, if you sit these exams twice, you become an expert. It doesn't make sense sitting the same paper every year, and the syllabus doesn't change. It has never changed. So it is very, very, very wrong. And I was hoping, I saw here, the LSK president, it is time that LSK stop sitting on the fence. We need to call these people. We need to call these people, and also you guys, you need to tag the AG. Of course, because CLA acts directly under the Office of the Attorney General, it must not be accepted. So for those who received the results, whether you've passed or not, whether that specific portal right now is telling that you've passed, whether it's telling you that you have to reject that. That result must be rejected. So we are calling for an entire recall of the entire results. We are calling for an audit, and we are calling for there's nothing like a remark. We don't need a remark. We need the results. And one thing I've already communicated also as well is that CLE must compromise. We know the internal politics that goes on at current center. We know those internal politics whereby those people don't mark. Those people just sit somewhere, they get the commissions, and then they do whatever they're doing, and then they release the exam very recklessly. So we are not going to accept that moving forward. So we want the results, and we have said we just need the results. Nobody's going to pay another 10,000, another 15,000, another 2 months, another 3 months. What are you going to tell your parents? What are you going to tell your friends? What are you going to even to tell yourself when you sleep at night? What do you tell yourself? That you're not able to pass CLE after 50 sittings? It doesn't make sense, guys. So the thing that we need to do is we are rejecting the entire results, and we are marching to CLE. For those who are able to attend, you are going to CLE. And the first thing is that we are not accepting the results. It doesn't matter whether you're admitted or not, whether you're a judge, a magistrate. I'm seeing some magistrates in this space. Well done, because we need all the voices that we need. The JC, the LSK, every person needs to speak on one voice, and that one voice is we are not accepting the results. We need the board, headed by Professor Doty, to recall that entire result that revealed that 99% of people that started the exam failed. An entire over 2,000 people that started the exams failed. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense even a little. So this board approved the uploading of this fake thing, and then right now there's nothing to upload. They don't want accountability. They're not showing that because they know once they send out that bullshit of a spreadsheet they have, it is over for them. So we are telling them that they're uploading. They need to recall it. The board need to sit as fast as possible. That time is gone. We need them to come out and say we have recalled the results and we have corrected the results. And person X, Y, Z over discussion. And I think Faith is taking note. If you're in this call, we need to have a discussion about what is the role of CLE. Really, what is the role of CLE in this legal education, and why is it a problem for CLE itself to cause a lot of mayhem on students that are trying to make like a friend of mine just told me that they're
One quick question for Professor before Fred goes. Professor said that he was paid to call off the kind of intel we've been looking for. Professor, can you tell us who was paying you? Because I think these are the kind of people who are trying to sabotage us, if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you, Fred, for asking that question. As for now, wajua tukianza saizi kuzungumzia the people who are maybe paying bloggers kufanya ama kuhalt demos, we will be giving them space ama we will be maybe okay, tutakuwa tuna maybe tutakuwa we will be dropping our main agenda comment. And he was trying to sabotage maandamano ya Mombasa, but hiyo nayo I will never and I won't buy. I won't buy those. I won't. Mimi msimamo wangu ni ule kabisa. Sisi wa pwani hatutasazwa, yani haturudi nyuma kabisa. We will keep focusing on the main agenda hapa. So Fred, for now, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on our goal. Goal yetu kama Gen Z.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Habari zenyu, good afternoon. Okay. I'm so for this afternoon to join this space. Yes, now sana huu mchana leo to join this space. But one thing I'm realizing or I've been saying is that I think, are we losing focus or something? Because you look at numbers, especially nowadays, the last 2-3 days in spaces, watu wameenda wakipoteza. Just seen what these guys have done today. The